with top 32 YCS Dino. So what are you going to show us today?
So this is what I dubbed the standard combo, where you open Venus and Cup. And so this is, it doesn't matter what cards you draw with this combo, you can only draw more extenders that would make it better,
Nice.
but there's no brick draws. So it starts by summoning Venus, which you pay 1500 life to summon 3 Shine Balls.
Hope someone ashes you along the way.
Yeah. Then you link away a Shine Ball for M-Duck. M-Duck gives you additional normal summon the World Chalice monster, so you tribute a Shine Ball to summon World Legacy World Chalice.
Yeah.
And then you link World Legacy World Chalice and M-Duck together to summon Aurum. So here, if you have another World Chalice monster in hand, you can chain block the Cup, but in this case you have 3 blanks, so Cup will just be the only chain link to special summon 2 World Chalice monsters from deck. So you summon Lee and Chosen from deck. Lee on summon will search you a World Chalice monster, adding World Chalice Guard Dragon to your hand. Now you synchro summon with Lee and Chosen to summon Ib. Ib will search a World Legacy card, where you search World Legacy Sorrow. And then you link away the Mystical Shine Ball and Ib to summon the other Ib. Now the Ib Engrave effect will activate to special summon a World Chalice monster from hand, deck, or graveyard. So you summon a World Chalice Guard Dragon from your deck. Next you link World Chalice Guard Dragon to LP, so you can summon Brotor from your deck.
Here it comes.
And this is how you search the Christia if you didn't open it. So targeting the Venus, then you discard a card, it doesn't matter what it is, to search a Light Fairy, which just happens to be Christia.
Ooh, nice. That's very convenient that they're the same type and attribute.
Yeah. Now, you link those two into Romulus, which I wasn't playing during the weekend. Hieratic works as well. Just anything that gets LP and the Brotor off the board, that's a link to. You don't use the search effect because you just use it as material. So next you use World Chalice Guard Dragon's effect to banish the special summon a link monster to a link pointer. And you link the Chosen into your second M-Duck. And then you can link Romulus and M-Duck into your Ningirsu. Now Ningirsu's chainlink 1 to draw 1 card for each World Chalice he's pointing to, and chainlink 2 is M-Duck in your graveyard to special summon a World Chalice monster from your hand. So you special summon the Guard Dragon and you draw 3 cards.
Oh shit.
Insane.
So now you have 7 in your hand.
Yeah.
Next you use Aurum's effect to tribute the World Chalice Guard Dragon to monster reborn a World Chalice from your graveyard, which is Ib in this case. And now you can synchro Ib with Venus to summon a Barlowed Savage Dragon, which will then equip your Link 2 that you use to climb with, in this case Romulus,
Nice.
to get the first couple of negates. Now, looking at your graveyard, you have 5 fairies, but one of them is Lee. So if you didn't draw any light fairies, you just send Aurum off the field to the grave to add Lee back to your hand.
Yeah.
And then you've got exactly 4 fairies in grave to special summon your Christia. And when
Nice.
Christia summon, you add a fairy from graveyard to hand, so you can add back your Venus or a Shine Ball. And then you just sit your Sorrow and probably something else, because you don't want to end your turn with 7 cards in hand.
Yeah.
And that's the combo.
Damn.
Holy crap.
So just those 2 cards gave you 2 extra cards in hand and a gnarly board. Nice, man. So you were doing this all weekend?
Yeah, usually some of these cards would be more extenders. So in this case, there's like an E-Tele, Die, Foolish.
Oh, and then some interruption.
So usually you could extend further, go into Skull Dread, draw some more cards, or go to an Appaloosa and still end on the rest of the board. You have to make sure you still have your Ib and your Ningirsu co-link, just so World Legacy Sorrow is live, and to make sure you summon the Christia to the zone that Ib is pointing to for another layer of protection from destruction.